Hey everyone, and welcome back to Realms of Arkania, Star Trail here at Story Gaming. As you can hear, my voice is still not 100%, but I think I got the worst behind me. So bear with me if I need to cough in between. You will notice that I'm trying to mute that out. So, we're on the road to the west, which is still quite a trip to go. Try giving those to Chirin. Yeah, she was overloaded. Well, that's fine. I think we can manage. And some hours of herbs. Oh, she doesn't find any. What kind of? Yeah, we're on the fall season, so it's nearly actually winter. Boron is November, so it's actually it's a quite accurate date, except for the year, obviously. But, yeah. So, let's, no one is sick. Let's just see that we can sleep for 8 hours. And continue the journey. So, I want to go here and then south. Probably till here. I think there is a lot of stuff to explore down here. And there is also a hint on how to go to the orc dungeon. Somewhere there. I just don't know how to find it. Okay, a break would be a good idea. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do the break. Hang on. Why is Vindariel not leading the party?
Has business here.
Exactly. Can we still take them, Arbush? Everyone is overloaded now. I forgot to collect herbs. Yeah. So there is a road south. Yeah, see, I just want to go to Thiefhusen before. And the reason is these 4 icons. I want to sell that stuff. Make some money if I can. Right? So this is too early. Plus, I have the feeling that maybe I want to take the Thorwal. Yeah, the road at the Thorwal River and explore this before I go south. Something like that. Alright. Let's do this. And we're making good progress, don't get me wrong, so. Took a couple of days to go here. You're passing through a region of steppes. I'm not sure what that means. Probably that it's going to be interesting to find water. Luckily, I have the magic water skin, as you might remember. But Vindariel finds water, so we're good. I'm not gonna... Yeah, I'm not gonna... hang on. Actually, why not? So, let's find some herbs. Ooh. 4 whirlweed? That's quite nice. It would not harm finding other herbs. You mean, yeah, I mean, you know, the kind of stuff that you can sell that you don't want to use? Because I wouldn't sell whirlweed, it's just too important. So from here I could probably explore the Rawhead mountains, but I don't want to do that just yet. So let's continue to Thiefhusen. Vindariel. More food. Let's give that to Ulrich. And Kaya, this time I'm only going for 2 hours. See, this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. I can sell that. Dunf, you probably don't want to sell that. That's also a healing herb. Right? So, paralysis. Yeah, if you get that, you want to have Dunf. See, I was just too late. Let's make that 7 hours. And move on. I think it's gonna take 3 more days. I'll make that 2. Yeah, so 1 more day and then we should be in Thiefhusen. Alright. So, Dariel, 16. Give those to Kaya. And Kaya can go look for herbs for 2 hours. Ooh, a mandrake. That's quite nice. And I don't really need it because I don't do potions so much. Okay, let's sleep 8 hours. And then you discover a nice spot and take a little rest. Okay. Well, just started the day, but well. And there's Thiefhusen. Okay, so now we're gonna make a couple of ducats just to, you know. I could also do some musician-y in a tavern. Maybe. Question is, and why does it take so long to load? So I might cut that out. Oh. I just needed to... Hang on, that is orcs, isn't that? Aren't you an orc? Oh, so Thiefhusen is occupied? Is that the story here? So, did you hear of Ingramush? It's more or less the chieftain of those Tjolma traders. He just went back to Tjolma a short while ago, after hiding out in Lowangen for quite some time. Alright, let's add that to the notes. What about the orcs? Solohai are the worst. They enjoy the dubious reputation of being the most violent and cruel among the old people. Is that the case? I think the Solohai are like the really wild animal orcs. Yeah. So can you tell me about the Rockwell? Doesn't exist anymore. The orcs have raised it. Okay, so that seems to be some kind of settlement. So what can you tell me about Thiefhusen? Wouldn't rather appear rude or anything, but my time is valuable, really. So I'm asking you about your hometown and you're just going to ignore that? Okay. So we have a herb dealer back here. There's a citizen. What can you tell me about Thiefhusen? Wonderful little town, especially now. Oh, really? Okay. Do you know anything about Star Trail? Okay, she doesn't know anything about that. And the Salamander Stone? She doesn't know. Hang on. Talking about Salamander Stone. Oh yeah, right. I don't have it. It's with the battle mages who disappeared. As far as I remember, to those bloody mountains. Yeah. So there's a weapons dealer right over here.
Look around. I'm here.
Let's see what you have. Oh, interesting. Blunt arrows for stunning. Yeah. She does have war arrows. That's quite cool. I'm not interested in quarrels, but the war arrows are kind of interesting. Despite the fact that I do have 100 normal arrows still. Okay. But you know, it's always nice to know that there is still stuff you can buy. There's more orcs. What is that with these orcs? I can enter and leave the city? But there's orcs? The Black Pelts will try to give up the siege of Lowangen, for the town resistance remains strong and unbroken. Yeah, I know better. Lowangen will give in at some point. They will give up. Yep. So do you have any interest of Star? Yeah, I do actually. She doesn't know anything. Or he doesn't know anything. So do you know about either of these subjects? That's ridiculous. The people just don't know. And they refuse. Northlight Inn has a very good reputation. Okay. So I don't know. What's wrong with these orcs? Look at this. Cannot really talk to them, but they're like everywhere. And they don't attack. That's even more interesting, isn't it? Okay, can we enter the city somehow? Because I would like to sell some stuff. Let's see how that goes. So I can enter the city. Wow, well, that's a big city. It's a Temple of Firon right over there, and a Temple of Travia right over there. How do I know? Well, it's the symbols, right? It's a polar bear here, a goose right there. What's that? Is that Rondra? Is that a Temple of Rondra?
Rondra be with you.
Yeah, I knew it. So let's donate a couple of bucks to Rondra. You know, like 5. And maybe ask for a miracle.
Your pleas for a miracle. Goodbye.
My pleas for a miracle go unheard. That is fine.
Look, brave heroes.
Warehouse at the mistuned loot. Full of shelves, cabinets, and boxes, and some little boxes. In all this chaos, a middle-aged man ponders over some inventory lists. He briefly looks up. When he notices you, he quickly nods. Svafnir be with you. If you have any things for storage, just bring them here. It's convenient and cheap. What would you like to do? Okay, so in theory, and this goes for my second playthrough actually, in theory, you can go here before go to Lowangen, store your most valuable stuff there. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Store your valuable stuff here. I don't want to do that just now, but you could store your stuff here, go back to Lowangen with secondary equipment, go into the city, get the quest to get out of Lowangen, go here, find all your valuable stuff, do the swamp quest, go back here, get your stuff, or go here, get your stuff, do the swamp quest, then go back to Lowangen. That's how you could do it. That's interesting. I don't need to store anything, but it's interesting. So let's continue our journey. There's an inn. I like the architecture here with these raised entrances. Yeah, that's nice. So how about Vindariel does a bit of musician? Well, 2 silver is not too much. Thorfinn could do something too, like card sharpening. He's really good at this. 6 silver. Can we find something about Star Trail? Maybe I'm looking for it. There was this dude at the night in my first episode. I think it was the second one. He doesn't know anything. Head trader of the dwarves in Tjolma, right? Okay. You guys are so not helping. It's getting late. And my voice is giving up. Damn it. I knew that would happen. Temple of Hysinda. And another tavern. I'm looking for an inn actually. Whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't want to leave the city just yet. But apparently this is the exit. It's actually not that big. I thought this city might be bigger. But it doesn't look like it'd be bigger. Okay, let's see.
Welcome. Here you will find what you need.
Alright, so she's got a lot of stuff here. Let's have a look. Silver rings. She's got a crystal ball. So I'm going to buy one of these. What do they come? 20 ducats? Oh well, okay. Let's see how much we can reduce that by just giving them... Hang on. That is Thorfinn. You don't need a short bow, dude. And you don't need the war axe because you get the battle axe. I'm giving them all the food, right? And I don't need these things. So it's 5 ducats down nearly, 4.5. Can I double click that? Yes, I can. Makes it easier. 12 ducats to pay. Okay, that's it, basically. Okay, let's see. Hang on. Okay, so the barter is group-based. I can deal with that. Give this to Ulrich. And Kaya is going to sell her food as well. And this. So interestingly enough, this one doesn't have any magical properties. This is so... It's a trophy item, so I won't sell it. It's a trophy item. I will keep it. Would just be cool if you could, like, you know, use these trophy items, store them in some kind of collection. But that stuff doesn't happen, right? Okay. I think that's it. So, I didn't make money. I basically lost money, but I got a crystal ball now. Which is quite cool. That is a mechanic that was not in the original game. So, there's an inn. Let's get a room. Normal dormitories should be fine. Let's go up. And I will now perform... Hang on, not that. I will do a ball enchantment. First ball enchantment makes it magical and unbreakable. Alright, let's do that. Crystal ball has the first enchantment, is now magic and unbreakable. Let's have a look. I will not do the second one. So the second, if I just want to check. Second one makes it a burning glass. Third one could be interesting. Right? Fear of the undead, reduce, yeah. Fourth one is the warming glow. I can't really scroll down. Yeah, let's sleep. That's fine.
Come into the parlor.
Why is Vendariel still overloaded? She carries too many arrows? Okay. So you give a couple of those to Thorfinn then. That works.
Farewell.
A party of playing children disperses crying when a grimly looking heavy armored orc, obviously an officer, comes around the corner. Little girl stumbles and hit the pavement 3 paces in front of the orc, keeps lying there and crying. The grim expression on the orc's face disappears at once. He reaches the girl by 2 quick paces, kneels down next to her. Careful, trying not to frighten the child, he helps the girl getting better. What? Some bypassers who appear on the other end of the street are interpreting the scene in a different way, yelling, outraged, and most of them with bare fists they attack the surprised dog, while a woman tries to rescue the girl. Do you... I will keep myself out of this. While you're heading towards the next street and the orc rages with his weapon amongst the crowd, through its only question of time when he has come to their superior numbers. Just reaching the street's end, you see some units of orcs approaching. Yeah. I could have prevented that by staying with the orc. Probably.
Toddlers.
Shut up. So there's one other street over here. Temple of Raja. Oh, wait a second. The Thiefhusen Temple of Raja is quite famous.
I'll be with you.
So, you know, since we are in a very important temple, let's
For a miracle,
try that twice.
please for a miracle, resound.
Thrice?
Please for a
Okay.
miracle.
Goodbye.
At least we donated some money to the gods. 15 ducats in the city. That's quite a lot of money, actually. Is that the castle? Halt! Suddenly a harsh voice, and a figure appears out of the shadows along the wall. Heavily armored guardsman approaches you when you try to enter Castle Thiefhusen and keeps you at a distance with his lance. You have no business here, strangers. Okay. I wonder if there is actually a quest in the city. Why would you set up an entire city and not have a quest? There's the magistracy. There is a Fex temple. Fex temple is closed. Wait a second. Isn't the Fex temple in... Hang on. I just remembered something. Oh boy, how was that? So I just remembered the fact that I think Star Trail is actually in this city. You know, the throwing axe that we've been asked to find? Yeah, I think it is here. Oh boy, but how was that? You need to find that information, how to enter the temple. But I don't remember how you could find that information. So probably we have to ask around in a couple of those taverns. Pile of gold. Duck's Beak. Well, haven't I been in the Duck's Beak already? Dagger and sword? Huh. Is there another one? No, I don't think so. Northern Light? That was the one that was recommended to me. Suddenly you hear a thin male voice calling repeatedly, "You scrundle, stop!" Do you wait? Here, let's see what he wants. An old man stooped with a stick limps around the corner with an astonishing speed. After shortly returning around, he approaches you and says, "For sure you are members of the gang making trouble at the riverbanks. Seeing you here again, I will set the town guard on you." Yeah, give him some hush money. Yeah. 10 ducats right here now, and you may go your way. Yeah. Let's give him some money.
Let's go.
I'm not so sure. There's more buildings down here. So let's turn around and explore that. Is one of these buildings another tavern? Nope, it doesn't look like it. We have a few questions. Do you know anything about Star Trail? Oh, that is unfortunate. Everyone knows Ingramush, which I find quite interesting. But no one knows anything about Star Trail. Okay, that's the Temple of Fex. But wasn't there the Magistrate? Yeah, it's on the other side of this place. It's right here. It's closed until further notice. There is a notice, of course, of the cause of the Arkania storm. Do you want to take a look? Yes. Since the orcs are attacking the Midden realm, a city wall is being built in Alt Norden. Which is funny. There is an adventure in the pen and paper role-playing game, which is set years after these events. And the city wall is still not finished by then. But the Arkania storm, the attack of the orcs, is over already. That is quite funny. Previous. Led by Aldarine, bearer of stars, 300 wood elves have defeated a horde of 400 orcs. Nice. Orcs have conquered Castle Griffinstone. Mardud Orkhan has conquered Rockwell, the town in the Royad Mountains, and erected a base. Alright. Army of Lowangen couldn't hold back the orcs for long. Wow. Trauma was betrayed by dwarves. Under the lead of Marduk Orkhan, the orcs could conquer the city almost without bloodshed. Part of the orc army crossed the Svellt. An army of Korogai orcs headed by Chief Marduk Orkhan has taken Thiefhusen. So Thiefhusen is essentially occupied. The Grimring expedition, that was us by the way, was a success. Adventurers have found the lost sword. In a ritual duel, they defeated Chief Gersalok's chosen champion of the Solochai orcs. So they prevented the invasion of Thorwal. The adventurers passed Grimring to Hitman Tron de Torbinson. Okay.
Fall asleep standing up or what?
No, I don't want to read that again. I already read it. So, another question is, how can we find the hint? So I will try this tavern, because I didn't do so far. So interesting that nobody really seems to know anything about that. Yeah, it was no use. That's correct. So I don't really know. Maybe, hang on. Is there a tavern here? No, there isn't. That's the warehouse. Firon's greeting. This is a really difficult. Let's try Firon's greeting. The problem is you don't have like any hint, right? Everyone is like, I have no clue. Would be nice to have at least someone, hey, you know, if you want to find something, maybe you should try this and this person, or and you can make it a line like sending you from A to B to C. Tavern Wild World. Nope. No information. Let's sit at the bar. Do you know something? He first wanted to go to the Blood Peaks, though I can't imagine he will stay there for long. Assume he'll travel from there, presumably to Tjolmar. After all, he came from there. So yeah, we have a lot. See, that is what I mean. For Ingramush, we have tons of leads to Cholmar. For Star Trail, we just don't have any leads. Like, at all. Right? So, see. If we go here and have the search for Star Trail, Star Trail looks like it was stolen, but that's it. Like, nothing. Came to find this X. A man, woman had asked this mighty warrior, blah 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 blah. She wanted the axe as a gift for the ghosts, but it belonged to different ghosts. Ghosts in this case is gods, so she did not get it. You better ask their man servants in man places with a lot of money. Yeah, so
Hello.
the god of money is, or god of treasure is basically Fex. So I think I will need a clue. Might be reading up in between episodes. I hope you enjoyed exploring Thiefhusen with me a bit, and if you did, please give this video a thumb up and subscribe to the channel. If you didn't, well, I can't help it. Anyway, next video is up in 2 days, hopefully, if my voice doesn't give up completely. Thank you very much for watching, and I see you. Until then, I'm Stordir. Bye.